Alright, what's going on, guys? Your boy Satios just coming back on their Apex Legends update video. In today's video, I'm going to be displaying all the patch notes for Apex Legends update 1.47. Now let's get straight into these patch notes. So first off, the crossplay beta. Since the launch of Apex Legends, crossplay has been one of the most requested features from our players who want the ability to play with their friends on other platforms. During the crossplay beta, players will find full access to the crossplay functionality while we collect data, test the feature at a scale, and most importantly, listen to you, the fans, for feedback. Now, they're also going to be implementing a LTM called Flashpoint. Aftermarket delivers an all-new limited time mode, Flashpoint, played on Kings Canyon. All of healed items are removed in favor of massive zones around the map that regen both of your health and shields. And also the collection event, Aftermarket brings in another 24 collection event with skins like Watson Wired for Speed skin or Wraith Void Prowler skin. Also the event prize track. With the new event also means a new challenge track. This is timed around getting a chance to get free cosmetics like Bangalore's Blue Chip or the Hemlock's Performance Boost. Now you're also going to be getting a chance to receive the new heirloom Caustic's Death Hammer. Caustic's Death Hammer is the latest to be added to the heirloom pool. This Knox-filled hammer will smash anyone who comes in contact with it. Now the legend meta. Okay, so these are going to be the fixes for all the legends. Rampart. Increase the rate at which Sheila's bullets spread Titans. Bloodhound updated Bloodhound's tactical cooldown while ultimate is active for 6 to 8 seconds. The Pathfinder, not the Pathfinder, the grapple cooldown is now based on distance Pathfinders traveled. The shortest possible pulled has cooldown by 10 seconds. Has a cooldown of 10 seconds. The maximum cooldown is still 35 seconds, but if you're going to have to swing a very long distance to get there, have fun out there, friends. Now also, bad Pathfinder players no longer need to fear the faceplant grapple quite as much. If you're not going anywhere, you're not incurring much of a cooldown. Also, they fixed the updated the race sprint animation. Now, basically what they did with this was there are much upright and more exposed a large area of her body to gunfire. Now, we know her old sprint was iconic and we hate to see it go as well, but we believe this is the best way by far, bringing her in line with having to hit her abilities again. Depending on what we see after these animations go live, we'll be able to put some higher power back in her abilities. So what this means is basically they discovered that her sprinting animations are unique in how much they are artificially shorten her by hunching over. Now, thus shrinking her shootable area from her perspective of the enemy. It does not sound a lot, sorry. Bruh. But taken together with all of her already small hitbox, it's a lot of power. So I'm trying to figure out what they changed. Give me 1 second. This looks like they changed the movement of how she runs now. So just because her ability to shoot, I don't know. The Crypto's drone can now open vaults. If Crypto has a key in his inventory, it consumes the key as usual. Loba increased the range of ultimate and passive from 3,100 units to 4,500 units. That's 31,000. I mean, not 31,000. That's 3,100, and 4,500 is 4,500 for people that don't know that. Loba now starts the match with her ultimate half charged. Weapon meta, they increased the hipfire spread at a base level and also increasing the spread added while firing for the devotion. The Spitfire, we tried to keep the hipfire numbers consistent with similar weapons of the same class, so the hipfire spread is increased on the devotion, is also being applied to the Spitfire. Triple take, the reduced fire rate from 1.4 to 1.3. Quality of life, The loot prompts now show how much damage an evil shield has accumulated, so you can now make a better decision on when switching your shields. You are now able to switch to the same level armor that has less health if it has closer to evolving. Now also, performance and display is a new option that activates a panel that appears in the top right corner of your screen during a match. Now, FPS, frames per second, or how quickly your game is rendering frames. Latency, the time in milliseconds it takes for your game client to communicate to the server and back. Loss indicates the percentage of the packet loss per second on its way from or to the server. Choke indicates the percentage of a packet data congestion on its way from the server in and out, the amount of data being sent from and to the server. Now, anonymous mode has been added into the options. Anonymous mode, your name in the champion, presentation, obituary, and other locations of living and opponents. Level 0 evil armor will now appear as empty in your inventory, so you can now ping to request for armor. There are more banners placed around World's Edge to better support Crypto's ability to see nearby enemies and nearby squads with his drone. Out of bounds, the out of bounds timer no longer refreshes each time you enter a new out of bounds area. The new timer is now a fixed amount of time, 30 seconds. If you enter a new out of bounds area, the timer will steadily decrease. However, if you only have 5 seconds left, the timer will keep refreshing to that 5-second mark. This should also work against people exploiting. The timer will still allow time for people to get down if they landed up there. Random favorite selection, add a music and loading screen categories. Halo sprays will now remember which players like them and will display a count to the owner. This will also prevent other players from spamming like on the Halo spray. Legend tokens have been minimized to a tool tip in the lobby. Hover over your currency to see your amount. Now, some bug fixes that were fixed added the ability to ping the satellite dish at Crypto's map room from the dropship. Gibraltar fixed an issue with the bubble shield looking white in certain conditions. Lifeline fixed an issue with the guardian angel skin having a stretched neck when using Sheila. Fixed an issue where care packages would not be allowed to be placed on certain parts of the capacitor, rig, or salvage in King's Canyon. Caustic fixed an issue with caustic barrels from being placed at an angle on shipping crates. Mirage fixed an issue that prevented Mirage decoys from being pinged. Fixed an issue that did not allow Crypto's drones to highlight decoys. Octane fixed a visual issue that removed Revenant's shadow from a player after jumping off an Octane jump pad. Fixed an issue with the jump pad clipping into the ground in certain areas. Crypto fixed an issue with his drones not detecting Watson's security fences. Fixed an audio issue with the survey beacon, sometimes making it very little sound when using it as Crypto's drone. Also fixed an issue with his drone not taking damage from directly below. Revenant fixed an issue with the HUD of the replicator staying on the screen with the totem effect wears off. Loba fixed inconsistencies with teleporting onto the supply ship. Fixed an issue teleporting into drills around lava fissure. Fixed an issue preventing teleportation or teleporting onto certain terrain and staging. Rampart. Now there's going to be a lot for Rampart. So if you're a Rampart player, give me a moment. Fixed an issue with doors closing when dismounting a place Sheila in a doorway. Fixed amp cover from floating in the air when placed on a supply drop. Fixed an issue with being able to place Sheila on loot bins. Fixed an issue with the longbow, DMR, triple tick, mastiff, and sentinel not always receiving amped cover buff. Fixed an issue with the amp cover being able to be placed at bad angles around the map. Fixed an issue with the amp cover not being destroyed by the initial blast of a charge rifle. Fixed an issue with bullets getting amped before they cross the amped wall for certain angles or from certain angles. The Owlstar fixed an issue with overheating occurring firing a single shot from the weapon multiple times. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's very, very long, but this update is around 7.9 gigabytes if you are on PlayStation 4. Let me know if you guys are on Xbox, PC, how big your guys' download size is. Peace out, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Late.